First of all, do you have any songs that you'd like to sing with us today?
I like to think my voice is a mix of Fergie and Jesus, but my wife tells me otherwise, and so do a lot of the kids, but I still like to sing nonetheless.
Well, singing or no singing, third season here, you were just kind of talking about the process of building this program up. How have you seen it grow from your first year to now your third year?
You see the level of commitment from kids. That's obviously one thing. You see more community involvement. You see teachers involved. I mean, it has become more of a family once again, and that's kind of our goal, is really reworking the culture, re-educating the community and the school what it means to have a successful football program and what it actually can bring to the school. Because when football's down for so long, you can kind of forget what it means to have a great start to the fall. And football is an important part of small communities like ours, and we're just excited to bring that culture back to Auburn and Waterloo.
So we'll start off, you return 15 starters, but some of the starters that you lose were big pieces. Talk about Harrison, Price, and Will Chrisman.
We lost, three really good kids, and the rest of the seniors weren't bad. Will and Harrison, people know who Will and Harrison are. Stephen Lalonde was an inside linebacker, all-conference kid. He's at Trine now. We lose two offensive linemen. One's in the military, one's in the workforce now. We lose a really good cornerback in Jack Ashelman, who was really underrated and under-athletic, but he was executed to perfection. And replacing those guys, for three of those guys is almost impossible. But what we do replace with is a lot of depth in a lot of positions. O-line, D-line, it's the best it's been depth-wise in a long time. We return two all-conference D linemen, an all-conference safety in Trevor Boyce, all-conference another safety in Colin Goebel. We're really expecting big things from him this year on offense and defense. And we return a lot of key pieces. We just have some big question marks in important positions, and we're excited to see where those young guys can take us.
And like you had said, Colin Goebel, not exactly 6'7", but no, still a pretty good receiver too. Now that he's back healthy, what are you expecting to see out of him?
Great. I mean, I can't begin to, Colin's put a great, he was a sophomore, a starting receiver in DB as a sophomore on the football team. He was a starting shortstop for the baseball team as a sophomore. He played varsity basketball, three-sport athlete. He is a true all-around kid. He's dedicated himself to the weight room. Really excited to see what he can do. God, he's fast. This is the fastest team we've had in probably 10 years. So, like I said, so many question marks, and we're excited to see, against Eastside, finally go against some other competition, just see what we can do.
And then as far as the quarterback situation right now, who are the names that are fighting for that position?
Colin will take some snaps at quarterback. Obviously, when you have a kid of that caliber, he will. We have two sophomores, Peyton Stout and Colin Dunn. We have two quarterbacks, Peyton Stout and Kyle Dunham, and they're fighting that position. They've been 50-50. They're going to be 50-50 to the end of this week, and then we'll declare a starter after the scrimmage.
Okay, so that's exactly when you're going to make the decision after the scrimmage.
Absolutely. You kind of go into the season, you have to have a decision made. Doesn't mean they won't share snaps, but we're not going to have a 50% split. If one's struggling, we're going to price them with the other. But we're going to get behind somebody. And a quarterback is a position that if you split time, you very rarely see it be successful. You can throw your changeup, you can throw your wildcat in, but your guy needs to be your guy, and the team needs to build around him, because that's what a quarterback does. And I'm excited to see where both of these young men can take us.
And whoever they have is going to have a huge offensive line in front of them. We were just talking, got some big guys up there.
Like I said, we have a couple 300-pounders. We have a couple kids that are 280 plus. We have a couple kids that are 250 plus. We have some good athletes that are 235, 240. We don't have a bunch of kids. We're either really big or really small. We have we have a bunch of kids that are 230, 240 plus, and a bunch of kids that are 170 minus. But you know what? That means we're big and slow and small and quick, and so that's what we're going with. And we're just really excited for what these kids can specifically bring into the team, because they all bring such a great array of talents. And in the end, we'll just hopefully put it all together in one giant, awesome piece.
And how do you think those guys in the trenches are going to help you against the athletic teams like Caleb Hankinson at Belmont, East Noble, New Haven?
It has to be our strong suit. There's no doubt about it. Our D-line is the best D-line we've had, in a long time, and they're not really big, but they're quick, they're strong. One's a 400 runner, one's a 185 wrestler, one's a returning all-conference kid. We're not big, but they look good. They look good in pads, and that goes a long way. But we're just, They're athletic, they're fast, they're quick, they get off the ball well, and they do a lot of great things for us. We're just excited. I can't get over it enough. Just excited to see what these kids can bring to a Friday night, the improvements they made from their sophomore to junior year or junior to senior year, and really just put those pieces back together.
And with that excitement, what sort of goals and expectations do you have of this team?
You never put a goal and expectations on wins. Obviously, in the last 2 years, it's all been about competing, and we have yet to put a season together where we've competed every game. So right off the bat, the goal is to compete every game. I don't think we could win every game in our schedule, we could lose every game in our schedule. So, going into it, we come in with the idea that we are going to compete, we're going to respect every one of our opponents, give them everything we have night in, night out, and we just take that approach to every practice we have. And again, it's a real focus on culture. For us inside, we have to kind of work out the outside. People get excited for what we've done in the last couple of years. We're continuing to grow, but we're at a point now where we can't begin to think that we're there, because we're nowhere near where we need to be yet. And we're just going to continue to focus on a daily basis, continue to pick up the pace of practice, and continue with that growth of commitment as a community, as a family, to pursuing excellence every day.